Hey YouTube, back today with a quick update with regards to the Karim Baratov case. So I was doing a little bit of research after posting my previous video earlier today, and I wanted to do some investigating with regards to the two websites that Karim was supposedly associated with. So initially I was going through his social media stuff. I was looking through his Instagram. I was looking for his Instagram, and apparently they took his Instagram webpage down. He did have. I'll leave all the links in the description below for like his Instagram and his YouTube and stuff like that. He had a couple of YouTube channels. The way I found these two YouTube channels were through his website. It was mrkarim.net. Now, if you go to mr-karim.net, you'll find that the website is in fact taken down, and the way I managed to get any information out of it is I used one of those website archivers. I went through some of the information there, like I found the links to his YouTube channel and his website. He has playlists for all kinds of music, and he likes cars, so I think he was always into cars. This isn't something he's just dropping his money on. He's a legitimate car enthusiast. Also on his website, it didn't seem too overblown. He built it in 2013, and I saw an archived version of it from 2013. It's very basic. I had a look at his business website there, and it's all in Russian. At first, I didn't really have any intention. I know it's wrong of me as an investigator in this matter that I didn't read into it, but I took it for face value. It was a website in order to hack, exactly what's stated there: mail.ru, Gmail, Rambler, and a couple of others. But I actually went ahead and started reading it and translating it from Russian into English. There's a couple of articles on amic.ru where the owner of this website has agreed to do a couple of interviews. The first article, it's in relation to hacking of a certain website that belongs to Sergei Mavradi. So Sergei Mavradi was a Russian company that perpetrated one of the world's largest Ponzi schemes, and Mavradi was the man behind it. So in this article, Karim stated that he had hacked their website, Mavradi's website. He said his business didn't do so well until news broke that he did hack Mavradi's website, and then he started to get quite a bit of business after that. He also goes on to elaborate how and why he does this type of hack. Not only that, he gives hints to regular users on how to prevent yourself from getting hacked. So he says to disable JavaScript when checking mail to protect against XSS. It's advisable to use programs like the bat type. I suppose he means .bat type as opposed to .exe type when you're on a Windows operating system. Again, this is translated from Russian on Google Translate, so not all of it was exactly clear. Next point, he says, do not follow the links. Even if the letter is from a real administrator, it's easy to forge, he says. So that meaning like in a letter that you get from some administration or some type of authority, do not follow the links. Just be cautious. It's a possibility that it could be a forgery, the email that you're reading. He also says the only passwords are broken by password sorting. But if the password is quite easy, such as Petrol or Masha, then they will crack quite easily with brute force. And I'm paraphrasing here, of course. But essentially he's saying, like, don't use your name, don't use Mickey, don't use things like gasoline as your password, because that type of thing will get cracked very quickly using brute force techniques. Hotmail.com is the most secure mail, although it's not the most convenient, he says. He says, do not forget to click on the exit button in the mailbox. So when you're done with your email, click on the exit button. Next thing it says, it seems strange, but the most secure browser is Internet Explorer. It's funny how he says it seems strange. It fights well with non-encoded XSS. The hacker reported that his name is Karim. that his homeland is the internet. Karim gave up his name. He gave up his name. So if he's talking about this in 2011, he's now 22 years old. This kid would have been 16-ish, 16 years old, thereabouts. So he says here, sooner or later, everyone is faced with the need to obtain information located on somebody else's mailbox. Some people need to know about all the people with whom his girlfriend is in contact. Someone is interested in the course of business with the main competitors, and there are times when access to his electronics box was simply lost, and it is impossible to restore it in another way. Intentions of hackers are not always bad. So I recall my email and my Facebook account was hacked, not because of someone was getting in there, it's because I sold the computer and I left my login open on that computer, and my customer would happen to be an asshole. And he did a lot of malicious things, like said some nasty things to friends and family, and changed a lot of the settings in my email and Facebook. So ultimately what I had to do to regain access, because of course he changed my password, I contacted Google and I contacted Facebook. Facebook requested that I provide a photo of passport and my driver's license, which I did, and they complied. So if you lose your password to your email, there are other ways to get it, but I suppose it's a quicker way because somewhere he stated it takes them possibly 10 minutes to get into an account for a regular price of $50, or he charges $300. Again, it's very vague, somewhere between $50 to $300 he charges for this type of thing. For a little bit more research, I managed to find a URL on his homepage. Anyway, so if you go to the email on the top right, you can see it's Karim@televrov.com. So I looked up Televrov, and I couldn't find the webpage. The webpage was taken down or needs maintenance or whatever. So again, I did an archive research, and that linked me to a YouTube video, the best one in the world. That is a stupid Scream video, but in any case, I clicked on the channel name, which is identical to that website that's offering services for hacking, which is webxakep.net. And in the video, the video I'm watching is John Redinger, the funniest guy in the world, which was a video released December 2nd, 2010. It's an old video, and you can see his sense of humor was a little bit more crude back then, but nonetheless, he posted his name right there, associating himself, first name and last name, with the website that's hacking. So definitively, without a doubt, that Karim, this Karim that was arrested in Ancaster, Ontario, he 100%, he is this hacker for hire. Did he hack in to Yahoo, those 500 million accounts? Left to be seen. But you know what? I'm surprised that I was able to pinpoint and identify he is the guy behind these websites. The two of them anyways that we had seen here, webxakep.net and the other one. And this one in particular, because I have it right in front of me, it has a copyright date of 2007 to 2016, so I didn't look at it yet, but I'm going to check out the archive history about this website. Was it anything different back then? Did he have a different intent, or what was going on? And I'm not gonna say he didn't do it or he sold the website. No, it seems like that's where he made his money. That makes sense. But to associate him with the larger crime of that 500 million accounts, that's another thing left to be seen. I hope I can come up with a story. So if you want to hear more updates and news about this scenario, please like and subscribe. Thanks for your support. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.